To my side.
Winnie! Get
Still to my side.
Who's
Winnie
Winnie?
demoted.
Winnie's our new PR person. This is how we talk.
Winnie. Oh.
Winnie!
The camera's too high. For...
Alright, come here. Hey, Winnie.
Hi.
Hey, buddy! Hey! Okay. Alright, guys. We're live.
We've been live for that.
Hey guys, welcome to Live, and we're in the middle of market,
Yeah.
so I might be called out if our account shows up on time, and that's okay because Bren will take my place.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you for coming here, and that was really exciting this last week to get to put so many faces to names, or at least to IG handles. So that was very cool. Thank you for coming to the show if you came out. Thanks for looking at the show online if you checked it out. And if you did neither,
That's cool too.
fuck you. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Anyways, so what we're going to do today, that we're back in the fall mindset. It was a little bit cooler out today.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to pack for Paris.
Yes.
And at least in my brain.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So one of the things that came up over the last week, you guys are always giving us so many interesting new things to think about, but I know that there were a lot of comments in the dressing room at the store from people who, when you got to touch something in real life, it was a really different sensation than when you were looking at it online. So you got on one of the first things that people commented on was,
oh my god!
sorry, the dog just came in wearing a t-shirt. Not that we're trying to distract each other. The comment on this denim was people wanted to see like how aggressive was the denim. Like, was it full on Wayne's World 80s, acid washed,
Like
or
it's
was it a little more chill?
It's okay. Well, I think the nature
You go
of
super close.
the nature of the jean is a more relaxed style. It's one of like the 3 or 4 slopers that we use here at Tibi, and that's basically like the form that we shape our denim on. And it's acid wash, guys. Like it's not like screaming 80s, but it's definitely not like a classic blue denim.
But you know what is important to me when I'm wearing acid wash is like, if I'm wearing a big logo tee or print or something,
Totally.
I would never mix it with acid wash.
Right. It's
Because it works as the print.
Yeah, and that's kind of like the key takeaway, I think, is that when you're thinking about acid wash or like any denim that has texture, you should really consider that like the hero item or the print. So I decided to wear it with this eco acetate button-down shirt in khaki and a red shoe and a little navy sock a la Amy. But for me, this is very chill. I literally would wear this to the office. I ordered the Sam Jean version of these.
I'd wear it with the navy, 1,000%.
I mean, it's definitely like a neutral. I mean, I hate to like call acid wash a neutral, but it really is.
It's a good no print.
Totally.
For sure. So, because like you guys know, like I love a logo tee. We wore the ones from HBO on the runway. I always said that tees have to have meaning. In one of my stories, I had shown my friend Griffin, who owns Southern Soul Barbecue and does a ton of stuff for small restaurants. He also has this restaurant called Frosty's, which, I mean, his graphics are amazing. He actually went to SCAD before opening Southern Soul. But to me, I love a t-shirt, but I love the irony of mixing it with something quite refined and solid. If I'm mixing it with an acid wash, like I would need a navy blue denim on, like no red shoes, like everything else needs to calm down. But I'm unlikely to wear something, to me this is a print, and then that's a print, and then that's one too many things. These are not rules, but what we are doing is, if you nod your head and you're like, fuck yeah, exactly, that's why I felt that way, then it's something that you can think of as a rule to apply to help you not feel that way in the future. And if you totally disagree with me, that's fine too.
Pants and shirt.
So my pants are the new Rodney. And what I love about this pant is it really is very eased out, but it gives the vibe of a structured, tailored pant at the same time. So this is a refined wool. The wool is it worsted or woolen? Shit, I can't remember. But anyways, it has a little bit of hair to it. So what that means is like when you have the tropical wool, that is completely smooth. So tropical wool, without a doubt, goes 12 months of the year, not on a beach in Bali, but it's a 12-month out of the year fabrication. A wool that has a little bit of hair in it, these are unlined, but it's very, it's super fine. So what that means is the fibers are quite tight and it's not itchy. But when it does have a little bit of hair, I don't do this pant in, it's not a May, June, July, August
definitely
pant.
not.
But it is a perfect September through April pant. So this is the Rodney, and it comes with, actually the Rodney has a shirt that's
quite similar.
exactly like yours.
Yeah, but you can make it double-breasted.
Oh yeah, it's double-breasted.
It's double-breasted.
Right. Sorry, I lied. And then I am wearing the, this is the
Featherweight
crepe. Yes, exactly. And this is, so this is a featherweight crepe top. This is the bigger style one. And what I love about this top, which is great, is when I want, I can also wear it backwards. And then it just creates kind of a different look. It makes it look like I'm wearing some kind of turtlenecky type top. So for me, traveling for work or anything, like one day I'm this, one day I'm this, you got the whole thing. And then I'm just wearing this one today with just literally like $29 sneakers. We had originally bought these in China, and then I just got these from Walmart the other day.
Oh,
WalmartOnline.com. So there you go. Then one thing I wanted to show you guys, I'd had a lot of requests from the runway show from people asking how I had done the blazer when I walked down the runway, and I just wanted to show you. I had taken one side here, and I had, oh, wrong side. And I just wanted something a little asymmetrical to happen. Plus, it kept getting like super hot backstage. But for this, we just tucked it into, so this was me running down the runway. So we had just given like a different vibe by just doing the tuck here. And voila. It was just an interesting look. So it wasn't anything complicated. It was just taking the sleeve and popping it into the little pocket here. Or does it work if I wore it over my shoulder? No, that's weird. Okay. Not that the other
But
isn't
it's all
weird.
about experimenting and playing with.
I love, a couple of you guys have sent me your one-shouldered husbands wearing their blazers, or one-shouldered men that leave your house in the morning wearing the blazers. Men in Tibi. But anyways, this was just the idea. And again, this is about having your clothing and playing with it and using it to make special things all the time when you can. Do you want to try on something else? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to show you guys too. The patent boot is in. So right now what we have in is the short guy, which is a Leo. And then we also have the Bronson. And the Bronson is the tall boot. We only have the slim one in right now, and the regular one is coming later. And I want to explain the differences. That basically the idea is that the boot should look the same on everyone, whether you have a larger calf or whether you have a more narrow calf. If you have a more narrow calf, you want to take the slim one, and if you have a larger calf, you want to take the larger one. My calf is 14 inches, and that is right like at the cusp. So it's borderline on the wider side, but I can definitely wear the more narrow. For me, in this boot, I am comfortable in a 39.5 or a 40 because it has so much stretch in it. And for your information, I wear a 40 in Prada, and I wear a 39.5 in brands like Jill Sander and Margiela. So right now I'm wearing the 40. You can see I have on the slimmer version, so it is quite fitted through the calf on me. but I still like it. I'm not seeing too much calf. But the idea is, it's not like we did one fitted boot this season and one like slouchy boot. It's that we did one style of boot designed to fit a range of people. However, if you have a wider calf and you want to make it super fitted, or if you have a more narrow calf and you want to make it slouchier, then you know what? It's your dollars, and you can absolutely do what you want. What I do want to show you though is I do like the Rodney pant or any of the wider styles. I do like it coming out. I like this point coming out of the boot. A lot of you guys have written me and you've said, how do I choose between the Leo and the Bronson? And for me, I wear boots with skirts a lot, and I wear boots to work a lot. So this longer one for me is really functional. If I were wearing the boot primarily like on the weekend as a throw-on, running around with the kids, I don't want to shove all this boot up inside of a jean all the time, and I'm going to go with the shorter style boot. So this really is more about what your lifestyle is like rather than the functionality of it. Because it is so fitted on the calf though, I think that if you have a longer skirt with it, we do love a lot of midi skirts. I think if you have a longer skirt with it, this could give you a skin sandwich. So, we talk a lot about socks giving you skin sandwiches, but so do boots. So if you've got a skirt that hits right there, and then you've got that sliver of ham sticking out, you may not be happy. We noticed that you guys keep writing me, and there are so many commonalities with people who kind of share this creative, pragmatic mindset. It goes to a strong dislike of skin sandwiches, and the other thing we've learned is a strong dislike of rose-scented candles, which is interesting. A lot of you guys might like them, but
you could walk across the office because there's so many things going on with all the model. Like, there's no room to change.
Oh, really?
In anywhere.
So you got naked right out there?
Basically.
Can I just say for the record too, will you show these blue earrings with that? Because
Sure.
that would be fabulous.
Hello, friends.
I'm gonna go and face office and change.
Well,
So there. What do you think
I
of
think
that?
you have the upper hand in that situation.
That's true. Well, that would be, a little rude for you to.
A little rude.
To
Hi,
go do that.
everyone. Okay, so I'm wearing the double-waisted Sam jean, and I'll just give my sizes. In a 24, these are my jeans. I cut them at the bottom. They're quite dirty from the New York City streets. I am wearing one of our berry tees that we showed during Fashion Week. I guess it was like a few days ago. I have no idea what day it is. And I am wearing the Lancaster Lyocell coat. In particular, we wanted to touch base on this coat because the fabric really is so soft and luxurious at the same time. And right now, I think, as we're planning for Paris and getting ready for the colder weather, this is really like the transition kind of jacket. And actually, I saw Amy leaving the office, I guess earlier in the week or last week, going to dinner, and she was wearing...
Oh my God.
What?
That jacket, I felt so... Just wearing that coat was like the
Yeah,
outfit.
you
Oh my
look
God,
so
loved
cool.
it. And when it rained, I put the scarf on my head like a
little
Red
babushka.
Riding Hood. Yes.
So this jacket really is like the heavy hitter luxe piece that I really think elevates. I think it kind of definitely turns up any more casual look, which I'm definitely feeling in just jeans and a t-shirt. As Amy mentioned, she wore this in the rain and
Really good. Yeah.
simply tied this around her head. I'm not going to do that for you guys, sorry. I'm just going to keep it around my neck. But honestly, I think I'm going to bring this to Paris.
You should. I really, not gonna lie, when I saw that you took that from the store for live, I was like, that bitch is making a play for Paris. And
Yeah, I am. Well, and
But
this
that's
is an
fine.
extra small, everyone. So
Yes,
this
it is an extra small. So you're wearing the size you want, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would probably take this size.
Okay, I love this dress. So I'm showing you guys. This is the this is the bomber. This is the size, it should be size small.
Oh, that's where the bra.
Is this a small? Yeah, this
Yeah.
is a size small. So you guys, this bomber is amazing. It is, it just lives with you forever and ever. Okay, so it's a perfect size. I also, one of the things I always like about a bigger bomber jacket is when it's in a heavier weight, is like if it's cold enough to justify this weight, then it's rare that I'm like so cold, but I want my ass to freeze.
Yeah.
Like I do like everything to kind of be cozy and
No, 100%. Like
Right.
on, like if you're sitting anywhere, you want to sit
I want
inside.
to be warm.
You want to be
So
cozy.
this is the brown, and I love brown and black together. So I had shown in my stories this morning, I had shown the dress here, and this is what our buddy, shout out to Amy Gravitt at HBO because we love her, but this is what she wore to the Emmys, and I know for a fact she was incredibly comfortable because it's a crepe,
Yeah.
but the crepe has, it's not a stretch crepe per se, but the crepe fabric, by the nature of the fabric, has lots of stretch in it. And what you'll see here is, and again, this is one of the things where people, when they got to touch this in the dressing room, they were like, oh my gosh. One of the things that's key here is, you see where the seam is, where we put the pockets? The pockets are in the front. So what happens is, when you have a pocket that hits right on a side seam, then you get those ears that poke out, right? This does not happen because the pocket is shifted forward so that it does not come out. Here's the bra we were all looking for.
Literally, I was like, you're wearing it.
Sarah's like, did you get those bras I ordered? I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And then I'm like, oh, I'm actually wearing it.
I was like, that's the
I'm
apricot
pretty sure
color.
I'm wearing it. So if I was wearing this jacket over my shoulder, and it's interesting, Amy actually lost her jacket at the Emmys. No, because someone had split the back of their dress.
Oh.
A colleague split it and she had to give it to them to cover their bum. So if I were wearing this and I wanted to be a little extra interesting, because I am at the Emmys picking up my award for like Miss Fabulous. But anyways, this would just be something interesting here, right? It's just an interesting detail. And then I'm just going to do a shout to here on the completed works, because I love how it just gives such a good burst to a stone color. But in my stories today, what I was trying to show you guys as well is how versatile something like this is. If you were traveling with this dress, you can easily put on the super fancy heel. Like, I mean, I didn't look at Amy's feet, but I'm assuming she was wearing something
I think she was wearing
fabulous
that
and fancy. But I would absolutely have on like this sweater, and I would be running around in Paris with this. Now, one of the things that we do love to be able to do is, wait here, come in the scene for a second. I'm gonna grab
I simply just traded my yellow t-shirt for my hat that also went on the runway. I got it back.
One of the things I do, like, you guys know the rubber band trick that we do to keep something up. And sometimes too, I want to have a sweater create a little bit of a high-low moment. I do this mostly when I'm wearing pants with the sweater, but sometimes I want the sweater to be a little bit shorter in the front. So I've shown you guys, sometimes I'll poke just an earring right through it and that will secure it. Or sometimes I'll just lightly safety pin it. And then that way I've got it just a little bit shorter in the front, but then I've got the length in the back. So, you know, we do have like all of our sweatshirts are engineered to sit like that, but if it's not engineered to sit like that and you want days where your sweater does do that, then voila. There you go. Okay.
So I'm going to talk about the Cozy Fleece group. This is the Zippa quarter zip in black. It also comes in a khaki color, and then the full zip comes in the black and khaki as well. Basically, everyone at our office has one of these on the back of their chairs because it is that warm, and the AC is on some days and it's off some days, and we never know. But this for me is definitely something that I am wearing past like the gym workout classes. I would definitely wear it like this on the weekends. I would probably wear it with what Amy was just previously wearing. I love the idea of wearing kind of an oversized fleece with a more formal dress and shoe. I think, again, it goes back to that kind of like high-low mix, and I think that this really is a valve that turns up or turns down your look. This is a size small. It is not my size. We couldn't get an extra small because they were sold, but I would go for an extra small. I do like the idea of wearing an earring if I'm wearing a more casual pant, like a jean or an active knit. And then I just chose my berry hat that I got when we were visiting HBO.
All right, so the other comment that we got from people was that they did not realize how lightweight and amazing this dress was. And I love it because it is very lightweight, but it definitely doesn't feel like a summer dress. So one of the tricks that we play is when you give something a nice long sleeve, and when you do it in a coloration that is like month ambiguous, seasonally ambiguous, then you really can get away with so much. And especially a dress like this is one that you can, you can make it very, I have it with much more of a street vibe right now. I could definitely layer it up with a blazer and, make it for sure street, Paris street worthy. I can do the extra layer on it. And this is like when I am traveling. I love traveling in the early fall and not committing so much to a heavy coat. You guys know that like that heavy coat is such a beast to take on an airplane. So I think, really knowing how you can mix up these layers and make your blazer work with your big bomber here, and just have the whole thing like pile on really nicely together, and then with an interesting earring, like the whole thing is a really good vibe. Right? Yeah? Okay, and then I'm going to show you, Matt, will you help me take my boot off? I am wearing the slim on these, so this is going to be, sorry. Thank you, sorry.
Here we go.
Okay. Thank you. Job requirements here at Tibi. But I am going to show you guys too that I do love this with a pump. And let's see.
What size is your dress?
My dress is a size small. And so here's what's interesting about this dress. Like, I think that, and we talk about our different modifiers, right? So chill, modern, and classic are my adjectives. And then my modifier is something funny. And I think what is good is when you have a dress that can lend itself to something funny, but not look like you're insane, it works. So here, like, I'm not walking around Greenwich, Connecticut in this, but if it were Fashion Week and I'm running around Paris, then I'm totally fine like this. Like, this is, it's a look and you can have fun with it. But the reality is that if I were, business Amy at the moment, if I needed to like look very commanding so that Sarah would pay attention to what I say. No, you do. You do.
To what you say.
Yes, she really does. But that's where I would then go with something very chic here, like the gray sock and then a navy blue shoe. And you guys know when you are building up your wardrobe, I've done that wheel of colors. And the reason why the wheel of colors is important is because it really just gives you, when you're buying, you don't have to think, is this going to go with, hey buddy, is this going to go with something? Is this going to go with that? Because the thing is ultimately in your closet, it all blends in together. So whether you have on this blush dress or this brown jacket or this navy blue shoe or this gray sock or a green earring, the whole thing all goes together. So this dress just went from like the dress with the boot, the dress with the white sock, and then, like, obviously, very chic, ready for a business.
Can I go with the taupe Liam?
The taupe Liam.
I don't know.
Well, that's the stone Liam. What's the?
Is taupe an older?
I think the taupe was more that khaki color from. I would say yes, and I think what you can do is, this is where, I really implore you guys to think about the items in your closet as tools, because if you were to put on the taupe Liam, and if it were like more of, I'm just gonna grab, we're in my office and I've got different things here, but like, let's just say that the taupe is more in this tone. If you're putting on this tone and you're feeling like the colors are too similar, then this is where I would grab like a green sweater from my closet and I would make it, work like a dickie or something around my neck. Because what you're wanting to do is, if you're asking the question, can it go together, is because you're concerned that the colors are either not contrasty enough or not enough alike to really work. So when you're doing this is where I would add like a chocolate brown belt to it. I would add a sweater. I would tie something around my waist to give it like a brighter pop. So really, everything really ultimately goes together depending on which tools you pull out of your closet to work. Just like those earrings, again, these guys, completed works, again, no partnership, no commission here. We just love them, and they are such a great company. And ironically, Shruti even came to me and she's like, don't think I'm copying you, but I bought the same earrings.
No, Elaine had them.
Elaine has
like the orange-red color.
So the four of us have bought these completed work earrings. It's all coincidental. Yes.
So I'm just going to talk to you guys about the organic cotton tencel V-neck dress. I'm wearing it backwards. This is my dress. I ordered it. It is a extra small. It is very, very forgiving. It definitely doesn't like cling to the body. It's not skin tight. I decided to wear it backwards because it is a pretty low V-neck, but I've also worn it the other way. And I just wanted to show you guys like how to wear a pop of color and a white shoe well through fall. So I'm wearing the Rudolph in white, which I definitely plan to wear with different socks. I would probably go for a mint green here because I just really love the plaid color. Anything kind of like red, green, I call it Christmas colors, in any shade really works for me. And so these three colors together I feel are really nice. And again, I wanted to speak to that idea of the cozy fleece as kind of like your for everything jacket. So if I was going to somewhere formal, I'd probably change into a Cameron or a Hue with a tighter sock. But I definitely would have this for the Uber back, the bus ride
Do you
to
like
the
it with
venue.
the boot? Would you wear the brown boot?
I was looking for there's only one short brown boot in here right now.
That's
and I was
right.
looking for its friend. Oh, there it is. So I would also definitely, I was talking about the colors. I would also definitely wear it with this brown boot. I really like this play on the blue and the caramel and the burgundy.
With the mint sock,
Yeah.
The mint sock is good.
The mint sock, honestly, even though you wouldn't see it, I would still wear it underneath.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think that there are so many different ways to wear this dress, and that I will really be wearing it all season.
Exactly. And the comment, what did you say the comment on this dress?
This doesn't, that I feel like
no
really,
clingy.
It really is not clingy. And I know that Grace had showed you guys how to wear it backwards, which is what I'm doing right now. But I've been wearing it the other way.
I peeve out though when something clings.
Yeah.
It makes me insane. This dress does not cling.
No, it's definitely very.
I mean, it goes against the body, but it does it without being rude.
Right. You don't feel like you're like looking around and you're like, oh, I just ate a sandwich and now I'm wearing like
a cling on.
Right.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
All right. So last little outfit here. This one was again stating the obvious. People cannot believe how good this feels until you put it on, and I don't know what to do about this, guys, because like other than just to keep saying it, you cannot believe how this feels until you put it on. I'm wearing a really good travel outfit, and this is so deceptive when you're traveling because you're so comfortable. Everything is so eased out, but especially here with all these shades of navy, it feels so put together. So this is the is it called the Edmund check? What did we?
Yeah. Oh no, it's a Camille.
Camille check.
Camille check.
I'm wearing the regular length, and this is the jogger body. And what's great about it is, you guys, this is like our special little trick. It has a flat front here, and then the easing is in the back so that, you know, you can get your bum in there and but still be like quite flat and clean here. And then it has the cleaner finish here on the elastic. And then this is where I just encourage you guys, as far as shoes go, just throw on your shoes and wear them. I think especially when you're just running around town, when you're wearing something that looks very refined and put together, I think the ease and the comfort and confidence to just throw on a sock and just any shoe that doesn't overthink it feels really good. And we've said before that if you do have the commenting friends, we talked about this after the runway show, but when you've got the friends who, and trust me, I live in Greenwich, Connecticut. I have a lot of friends who this is not their style. When they make a comment that this is not their style, I do not take it personally because it is not their style, but it is my style. And when you know your style, then you have a really good backbone to take those comments and acknowledge them as statements of facts rather than anything that should shake you or make you feel any less than. So just wear your clothes, enjoy them. If someone does make a comment, you know that you are warm, comfortable, and if you jump on here, we'll all be like, yeah, that's chic, don't worry about it. So we have to get back to work.
Yeah.
We have a lot to do. We will be doing IG Live again next week, and then we'll be doing it from Paris. Yeah. we
Book update?
What?
Book update?
Oh, book update. So it's in work. Paper has now been ordered, and the paper's been ordered. So the Italians, they are back from vacay, and they are on it, and it's going to be good. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and yeah. All right, guys. Take care, and we will see you next week, and I'm always on the other line if you need to DM me for anything. Okay? Bye.
Woo! Let's figure out when this is properly off.
Okay.
And now.